feel your name on my lips, and I like the sound of your sweet gentle kiss, and the way that your fingers run through my hair, and how your scent lingers even when you're not there. And I like the way your eyes dance when you laugh, and how you enjoy 2 hours.
I waited so long for this day. I often wondered growing up, what would my wife be like? What will she look like? I always wondered, what could she be doing now? Is there a chance she may be thinking of me? Inside my heart there was this aching, this emptiness, this loneliness. God saw this. Out of the deep longings of my heart, God had already made a woman who would receive and appreciate the love He put there. He made a woman that would know exactly how to build me up, to love me like I never thought possible. She was out there, but where? When would we meet? There was one time this prophet came to a church and prophesied over me. He got my hopes up and said, "Your wife's name is," well, I can't think of it right now, but it'll come to me. I had to break it off. I was so close. Through the years, I waited with a growing anticipation until God said to me, "Any day your wife will show." Then that day came. The moment I first saw you, my heart came alive. I thought to myself when I saw you, wow, she's punk. Wow. I knew from that moment I wanted your heart. I needed you. I wanted to be your man. This longing for you was deeper than anything I've ever experienced. All those years of walking alone, half complete, was over. God now brought my more beautiful path, and I became whole, complete. Since I learned about you and the pain of your past, I wanted to be that man you could rely on. I wanted to be that man that could show you love. I wanted to be that man that could just show you just how beautiful and special you really are. We had a long road together these past few years. We had our ups and downs. We've had times of sadness as well as times of joy, times of anger and times of laughter. Through it all, we became inseparable. We completed each other. We overcame many obstacles, one being the trial of distance. We've gone days, weeks, and sadly months without seeing one another, but through this our love became strong. Sabrina, you are my soul's nourishment. You became such a part of me that when we went our separate ways home, I lacked. I was half complete again. This process hurt. It was the love of God that caused us to persevere and to hold on for that special day. The day God would give us His blessing to be together for good. We often wondered when this day would happen, and finally it is here. I am still in awe that I am marrying you, my best friend, the woman who is my very heart. Sabrina, I long so much for you, for this day. Words can't express how so very happy I am that we're together for good. No more pain and torture of having to say goodbye to one another. No more having to leave you at night. No more having to see you drive off home as I wave goodbye. Yet, as I am about to make these vows, I cannot do so lightly as the world does. Many couples in the world make vows that they never keep. These vows I am making before God is something that is serious. These vows I am charged by God to keep. And these very vows I will have to give an account one day before Him. You have before you a man who is imperfect, as you know. But with all my flaws, you have given me the joy, the honor, and the privilege of being yours. My love, our love can conquer any obstacle set before us. With you by my side, we can defeat darkness as one. With you by my side, there is nothing I can't do. Sabrina, I promise before God to love, honor, and cherish you, to treasure your heart. Your heart is far more precious to me than anything this world deems valuable. I promise to love you not only when times are good and the waves of life are peaceful, but when times are rough and the torrents weigh on our hearts. I promise to seek God and receive His love to love you as I should, to serve you in the midst of these storms life will bring us. I promise to love you in, God forbid, sickness and in health, to take care of you. After all, to do so would be taking care of my very heart. I promise to lay my life down for you as Christ laid down His life for us. I want to be the most loving husband to you and the most wonderful father to the girls and the children God will grant us. This can't be done with conditional human love, but only with God's love. This journey I want to take with you for the rest of my life. Sabrina, you're my best friend, my counterpart, my love, my very heart, bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh, my completion. I love you.
I am so thankful to God for bringing me you. You are my best friend. I never thought that there was someone out there like you, so sweet, kind, caring, and full of God's love. You have shown me God's love for me through your love for him. I have found something rare, a man that loves with every ounce of love that God gives him. So many people vow so many things when they marry. I am not perfect and I know I'll mess up. But the one thing I will vow is to love you with all the love God gives me, because his love alone is perfect and never fails. Thank you for being the man of God that you are and loving me with his love. I never believed in the term soulmate until you. You are my soulmate. Since the beginning of time, we were meant to be. Today is truly the first day of the rest of our lives, and I cannot wait for it to begin. I love you so much, my best friend, my Robert.
The ring seemingly is an archaic symbol, but it was originally designed to show an unending devotion and covenant between not only husband and wife, but between husband and wife and Father God. He witnesses as you make these vows to each other, and he probably takes it more seriously than we do. So I would say this: remember your vows when things get hard, when times are stressful. Remember this moment, the reason you decided that you wanted to be joined in holy matrimony for the rest of your life. Repeat after me. I, Robert.
I, Robert.
Take you, Sabrina.
Take you, Sabrina.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
For better or for worse.
For better or for worse.
For richer or for poorer.
For richer or for poorer.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
Until death do us part.
Until death do us part.
Repeat after me. I, Sabrina. Take you, Robert. To be my husband. To have and to hold. From this day forward. For better or for worse. For richer or for poorer. In sickness and in health. Until death do us part. Once again, I remind you that you've made your vow before God and these witnesses. May God bless your union and strengthen your love for one another. Now I say, what God has joined together, let no man tear asunder. I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss your bride.
I like the feel of your name on my lips. And I like the sound of your sweet, gentle kiss. And the way that your fingers run through my hair. And how your scent lingers even when you're not there. And I like the way your eyes dance when you laugh. And how you enjoy your 2-hour bath. And how you convince